first scrimmage over the weekend? Who were some guys who showed, like, just impressed over in that first scrimmage?
Kyle McCoy. Kyle did a good job. LeQuint did a good job. Offensive line got better. Those guys, I'll say that. Kyle, LeQuint, OG made a great catch, and then the offensive line, they did a good job.
When you say offensive line got better, is that just in scheme? Is it something else? Like, what's something tangible there?
I just think they're playing together. They communicate better. So when you can start to communicate, it allows everybody to do their job, and nobody's hanging each other out to dry. So they're just communicating better.
With your backup quarterbacks, Michael Johnson Jr. and Carlos Del Rio Wilson, do you feel like either one of them has kind of pulled ahead or maybe taken the lead in this backup quarterback battle?
They keep trying to go back and forth. Like, they're making it hard for me to figure it out, but they do a good job, both of them. So it's like one day it'll be this guy, the next day this one period this one, the next one that one. But then I also think Jakari's, he crept back in. First it wasn't, but he put himself back in after the scrimmage. So it's not just those two anymore. It's definitely, you gotta have Jakari in there. He had a really good scrimmage, so he put himself back into he back in the pot. So he got a legitimate chance of being that guy.
After seeing the scrimmage, do you like the progress that you made? Do you feel like you're on track with kind of the goals that you set up for yourself so far? Okay.
Yeah, we're getting there. We got a long way to go. We're getting there. We got a lot to take care of and a lot of things to do. We just became a team, so it just takes us a while. So we just got a lot of work to do, but we having fun. And if I tell you all my secrets, they're not secrets, right? But we having fun though. They're getting there. Yeah, without a doubt, we having fun. We're progressing the way that we would want to progress. And pushing forward. So hopefully, good deal.
Coach, a couple weeks ago, you talked about the mutual trust that you and Kyle have in each other. How important is it to have a quarterback like that in your first year as a head coach?
Extremely important. It makes it easier for you to understand and know that he's been in. He's played in some big football games before, so it won't be too much pressure. It's just everyday thing that he did. I thought he went to a really good high school. I thought he had a really good head football coach in high school and a really good quarterback coach. Coach Roken did an amazing job with him. So, this kid, he's been ready. He's been ready for a long time. So I'm just very thankful to have him be our quarterback. It means a lot to have him. He's a great dude. Just he's my guy. He's a good guy. Good dude.
Coach, what have you seen from Fidel Diggs in camp so far, and just his time in Syracuse? And how do you think he can be such an impact player for you on the D-line?
He's just dominant. He's been dominant since he was younger. He did it in high school. He did it when he was at Texas A&M. He does the same thing here. He demands respect the right way, but he wants to earn it. He earns everything he gets. Just really happy he's here too. Like he was the other guy. There's one on offense was this one, and then on defense, one offense was Kyle, and then on defense, being able to get Fidel to come in was really big, just for our area, just where we're from, an entire tri-state. Those guys are big name guys, and they'll be for a long time. So very thankful that we had the opportunity to have them here and make it a little easier to recruit.
Yeah, and seeing him in high school, did you see him dominate on both sides of the ball? What did you see in that aspect?
He was nice at tight end. Yeah, I thought he could play both ways. That's why he takes reps at tight end and we do stuff. But our tight end room is so deep that it's like, I messed that all up because those guys can really play. He's just a good athlete. He's been like that since Little League football. He's just doing the same thing.
Coach, we saw Justice Ross Simmons off to the side a little bit on the bike. What's his status right now?
I was just getting back. I think he'll come back tomorrow. So just getting back. Just got to feel. He had a hamstring. It's been lingering for a while. So he's coming across some tough luck. Came here with the shoulder. Now it's the hamstring. Just stumbled across some tough luck. And we're working with him as much as possible. He knows everything. He's getting all the reps. He's walking and stuff like that. So he'll be fine. He's an intelligent kid. Mom and dad are good people. So. He comes from good character right up the road, Rochester, which is home for us. So we just want to get that kid back on the field because him on the field makes us a better team and it makes it just the community. It's got more community with each other than him out on the field.
How have you seen the dynamic in the running back room with a guy like LeQuint Allen, who's got a lot of experience, versus Yassine, who's a freshman and kind of finding his way here?
LeQuint leads the running back room. We got Will Nixon and Yassine, and then Hart. I think as well. I'm excited about all three of those guys. They're good friends. They all do a good job together. I think they do a good job together. I think LeQuint's a good leader. He's does the right thing. He works really, really hard. So being able to work alongside LeQuint is a good deal. And then having having Yasin to be your guy to spill helps you a lot, especially if you shifty, because you know he's going to be a bruiser. So, and then in the same sense, he got good footwork and he can catch really well too. So having both of those guys helps. And then Will's really good. So, you know, all three of those guys are good players.
Coach, what role do you?
Let me get right here. Let's go.
Coach, what role do you envision Derek McDonald playing in the defense this season?
Just a leader. You know, I think he's a leader. We got a lot of leaders on the defensive side of the ball. Him and I think Anwar. Those guys are going in and out at Will linebacker right now to see how much he'll do at Will. We got a couple. I think Z's competing with that spot. It's a lot of rotation going on with the linebackers. We're doing a good job. You know, we're putting everyone there. He just has to. He'll be a leader. Just gotta keep working, keep doing what he does. He does everything right. I mean, he's the guy. Like, I got a 3-year-old daughter. If like she told me she messed with Derek McDonald, I'll be like, that might be okay. Might not. I'm gonna still be mad, but it might be okay because he's a great person. You know, he's just a good character kid, just all around. I mean, he's who you want on the football field. He's who you want to represent you. Gotta go do things. You want him to be that guy to go and do it. He's a great kid.
Coach, without Braylon Ingram, who have you seen start to emerge on the D-line?
The young freshmen. Both of them are doing a good job. Murad Watson, who's been doing well, but then Xavier Miles is stepping up. You know, he's a tough kid, and he's really learning how to play it now and learning how to do stuff. So he just can push the pocket, you know, and he's huge. He's big and he's strong, and he plays. You know, he plays violent. You know, so they're both of the freshmen are the ones that we told have to step up. You know, those two guys.
How do you feel like they complement guys like Fidel on the D-line?
I mean, they're two different positions. They help him though, you know, by pushing the pocket inside, makes the Q want to scramble outside, and then that'll help Fidel be able to, you know, get his sacks and things of that nature and keep pressing it. We just try to keep them packed in that oven, you know what I mean? But they do a good job of just pressing it. They're strong, they're good guys that can do that. So.
The last couple of days, we've seen Demetrius Weatherspoon over at left tackle. What do you like about what he's giving you there?
He's doing a good job. You know, he's just playing. He likes playing that position. He wants to play that position. He did what I said he needed to do to be able to play that position. He came in at a high weight. He had to drop 30-some pounds to be able to do it, and then he dropped 30-plus pounds, and so he gets a chance to play that position. And he has quick feet, so it helps us a lot by him being able to do that. So he did a good job.
How settled do you feel like your five on the offensive line are?
You never settle. You can't be settled. Once you be settled, then you complacent. And once we complacent, you know, so I'm trying to stay away from that, but we're not settled. There's too much competition. We got a lot of depth. You know, you got Josh Miller who wants to play left tackle too. You know, you got Lysander who's going in and out with different guys at different positions, like everybody. Josh Iola doing a great job. So I mean, that too deep is Enrique Cruz is the guy that's doing a lot of stuff. So it's a big mix that you'll continuously see until we just see who we feel great with and who all plays together.
When you were assessing his film, obviously it's a big Weatherspoon. It's a big jump in level. How did you know, that he could do what he did at Howard?
This is his footwork. He had quick feet, moved well. He plowed and pushed those guys. So I just figured out, okay, I'm looking at a kid that isn't in the best shape. So let's put him in shape. Let's drop what we need to drop, and then try to analyze and picture what he can see. Because he has the size and athleticism. So it's on us to coach him, be able to get him to be who he's supposed to be.
Coach, in these next 3 weeks before you guys get in the Dome against Ohio, what do you think is going to be the key to really hone in on, to get the guys ready before, first game of the season?
Just me not messing them up, me making sure that their bodies are right, making sure everything is right, myself making sure that end of the game scenarios and things like that I handle all those the right way, because they'll be fine. I think it'll be on me. So it's just me being on point, me locking in, me being able to do what I need to do as a head football coach and not fail the players.
And I mean, it's a new position for you. Just what have you been doing during training camp to get you mentally prepared to, be the guy, the go-to guy, head coach for the football team?
We go through scenarios every day. I do a lot of it. I watch the program a lot. No, I'm joking. We just go through scenarios every day, though. We're just always putting scenarios in. And just a lot of work. It's a lot of coaches with a lot of experience on the team, and I've been on the staff so I know it. It's just now I get to make the calls and do different things of that nature. But we're just collectively, we're all getting better on a daily basis. So I would say the coaches got to make sure we tighten up and make sure the kids could go out there hitting on all cylinders, So I put a lot of it on myself, and they'll continue to follow us. Whatever I ask them to do, they're going to do it. They're working hard to do it. So I just have to be on point and make sure I'm ready when the opportunity comes for us. And I'm excited. I can't wait. But just like we're preparing, other people are preparing too. So it's a matter of work.
Coach, what does it say about Jakari and his mentality as a freshman that he's really put himself in the conversation for that backup spot? Just what's impressed you from him?
I mean, he played in Georgia. They got good football on him. He did a good job. He's a good quarterback. He's athletic. I think it says that Coach Nuns is really intelligent. That Coach Nuns knows how to develop, and it was a good. Happy we had the opportunity of moving. If you don't remember, Coach Nuns was the tight end coach, and we moved him to the quarterbacks coach because I knew him and I knew his background. So Coach Nuns is doing a good job developing those guys. They all trust him. They love him. They want to be around him. So he spends a lot of time in there with them. And then his assistant, Manny Harris, is doing a good job. So, a lot of times as a freshman, he's comfortable being with Manny too. So, it just shows that those guys are developing him. But, he comes from a good program, great mom and dad. Just all those little pieces that it takes, because when you're a quarterback, like I'm looking at, can we put the program in his hands? Can he be second in command of the program? Like I'm the head coach, and it's the quarterback. So, and that's kind of what I look at. And he has the mental to be able to do that. It's just all the little growing pains that come with being a freshman. My body hurt. My girlfriend, I haven't been able to talk to her in a while. Like, she mad at me, coach. How you handle that? Once he can get through all those little things and keep going, he has the athleticism. Sometimes it's just maturity. But Coach Nuns knows how to make those guys mature quick. So,
Fran, two more for Coach, just what you can say about
say that again.
The defensive backs, just working with them specifically, what you've seen from that room and how they've developed here.
They're too up and down. They got to become more consistent. We have good days, have bad days sometimes, too many bad days, but they're doing a good job from our safety perspective. They're really doing well. From the corner perspective, like we said, we just can't give up deep balls. But they're doing a good job. They're working. They like contact. They love contact. It's just, I got a thing like, guys, we don't give up deep balls. So, I didn't think today was one of those days. They've been doing a good job, but then the day, you're only as good as your last game, right? That's what you're going to judge me off of. So it just wasn't that well today.
Fran, how is having all the extra cameras around for the All Access show sharpened your message about being detailed?
I don't know. The cameras don't make me do that. It's just my mom did that when I was young. My wife, my daughter, my sons, my family, my name, Syracuse. I'm not doing that for the cameras. That would be I would be a fraud then, Just that's something that was instilled in me being younger. I think my faith does that. Just having the opportunity of working at Syracuse does that, not like the cameras. I've been around the cameras since I was a kid. I started quarterback as a freshman in high school, so that wasn't an issue. But it's I don't know, it's just like me, my faith. The city I'm from, Camden, New Jersey, gotta make sure that I stand on what I say, so I'm not going to camera won't ever change who I am. It's just who I am every day when I get up. I just got to be myself. If I'm anybody else, then I'm a fraud, and I don't want to be a fraud. Last question.
Coach, you brought on Kyle McCord. Kyle McCord has had a lot of connections this summer with Jackson Leeds and Zeke Haynes. What traits that you've seen from them here and in Georgia that will allow them to be successful?
I don't know. If we could do anything like Georgia here, then we're going to be real good. So, they do a good job. They understood how practice was, and they know that's how I want to practice. So when I'm going crazy and running around, you see how I am at practice. That's normal to them, second nature. So, I don't know. They're doing a good job. But if we could do anything like that, I think they bring the winning, understanding what it is to win, knowing that you have to win. And winning doesn't come during the games. Winning is now. Winning was in February, March, April, May. That's when we were supposed to win. So that way we put ourselves in situations to tighten up things. So then when it's time for the games, God willing, we can put our best foot forward.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, Coach.